My next big backpacking project is going to be all about high routes. This time, instead of following a tested out route, I've been making up my own routes, and I have no idea if they're possible or not. Oh, now it's starting to rain. These routes are all about staying up high. Montana has a whole bunch of different small, kind of isolated mountain ranges, and I have been mapping out routes to go along the backbones of these ranges. There will be a lot of knife edge ridges, and these routes are completely untested. I would assume that nobody's ever done them before, so I'm going to be completely on my own here. After trying one of these routes out already and basically failing completely, I have realized that Google Earth is not good enough in order to actually map these routes out. So it's going to take a lot of day hikes to kind of get up close to these areas so I can take pictures and kind of scout the route out and see if it's actually possible or not. And that's what I'm doing out here today at Pine Creek Lake. It's about a 3,600 foot climb to the lake. But then once I get up there, I'm hoping to summit Black Mountain, which will be about a 5,000 foot climb total. From up on Black Mountain, I should be able to see almost the entire high route that I have planned for the Absaroka Mountain range. Unfortunately, there's a thunderstorm rolling in right now. It's pretty common for these storms to roll through in the afternoon in these mountains. Looks like that was a pretty short-lived storm. It only lasted about 20 minutes. That's how they usually go. They pass over pretty quickly, but who knows when the next one is coming. So I've been going for about 2 hours, climbed about 3,000 feet, and I'm getting my first glimpse of Black Mountain, which is still about 2,400 feet above me. It's a long way to go still. I'm at about 9,000 feet right now, and as you can see, there is still plenty of snow up here. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, and the snow's going to be here for a while still. The summit of Black Mountain is just under 11,000 feet, and it looks like most of it's going to be in snow. I'm just below the summit. The wind has been really picking up as I've been climbing. And now that I'm at kind of a high viewpoint, I can see that there is some more weather moving in, which is unfortunate timing. Trying to decide if I should wait it out or just make a push for the summit. I think since I'm really close, if I go for it, I'll be up there in like 20 minutes. So I think I'm gonna go for it. My knees are starting to get a little bit wobbly. This is one of my favorite parts about climbing peaks and ridges. Getting up to the top and then seeing over to the other side. It's like a whole new world opens up. Once you get up here, you forget about all the work that it took to get up here. Made it! Actually, now that I'm up here, this approaching storm that I was worried about kind of looks like it's going to pass north of me, so I might be spared. The skies in every other direction look pretty good. It's not very windy and it's perfect out right now. And somewhere in this vast mountain range in front of me, there is a razor thin, invisible line that I'm planning on hiking. A lot of these ridge lines are very sharp. They're knife edge ridges. And the margin for error is extremely small. The whole point of coming up here is to hopefully know in advance if it's even worth trying some parts of these ridges or not. So I brought my super telephoto lens. I'm gonna spend some time looking at each one of these ridges really closely to try and determine if it's hikeable or not. So that's about where I'm starting, which is Livingston Peak. And I'll follow the ridge this way. I won't be going to Black Mountain, which I'm on right now, but I'll be continuing on that ridge and following it that direction. And then eventually the main spine of the Absarokas works its way east, back there somewhere, and back north. So I'll be following some ridge lines that are way back there. And then I'll finish over here somewhere. That's the idea, at least. I think it's time to go. That is the third storm rolling up on me now. And this one looks like it's gonna hit me. Didn't quite get all the pictures that I wanted. I'd need to be up here for another like 2 hours to really figure out where the route goes, but I got all the pictures that I could, and it's time to go. So here's what I was able to get as far as pictures of the ridge route. I combined all of them into a giant collage and then tried to trace a red line across the ridge line that I'll be doing. As you can see from that vantage point, I could see most of the route. There are a few parts that are behind peaks and ridge lines and stuff, and I was able to identify about 4 or 5 parts that are going to be pretty dicey. I'm still not confident that this entire route is going to be possible, so I think I'm going to have to get some more information from a different vantage point, maybe on the eastern side of the route, but that'll have to be on another trip.